do research on fiber because you really want to make sure that you get enough fiber. And you also want to do research on which foods are constipating and have a balance because fiber helps you go, and then certain foods are going to be like constipating. So, just some examples: fiber, coffee, prunes, stuff like that will help you go. While bananas and bread, rice, those things are binding. So you just want to balance yourself. Um, I recommend drinking tea often because it helps give variety to life. And I'm not just talking about black tea that people drink when they're sick. I'm talking about the fun stuff. Like maybe go to Tivana, and like ginger tea is good for if you have a stomach ache. And then there are like fruity teas, there's chai tea, there's like, and so some of those are good for dessert. Um, Tea is amazing, so get on that. Okay, now time for meals, like meal ideas for breakfast. Oatmeal. You can make it with vanilla almond milk, which is what I do, and then a bunch of add-ins. You could put in almonds, walnuts, fruit. You could do frozen fruit or fresh fruit. I guess dried fruit. Yeah, a lot of people put raisins, cinnamon. That's all I can think of right now. Chia seeds. Yeah, there's so many options. Oatmeal is fun. Okay, and it has protein, so that's awesome. Okay, a smoothie. I love smoothies for breakfast. What I put in mine: almond milk, orange juice, frozen fruit, peanut butter, spinach or kale, plant based protein powder, raw oats for texture and added protein and added nutrients, and then dates or prunes because they add sweetness. Um, okay, black coffee. Don't put all that what's it called, like creamer stuff in there because it's milk based usually. I mean, of course, there's dairy free, but again, we're trying to be healthy here, so try to drink it black. And also, I try to not have coffee every day because caffeine isn't super healthy, but that is a whole other subject. If you want coffee, drink it, but I don't recommend having it every day. Um, Okay, grapefruit or any type of fruit is good for breakfast. And then this is kind of cool, an idea as an idea. You could cook tofu like scrambled eggs and throw in some veggies. Basically, you mash up the tofu, but then you cook it just like scrambled eggs. You could do a banana and an apple with peanut butter or almond butter. You could do a rice cake with peanut butter and jelly on top. Avocado toast. Oh my god, yum. So, let's see. Basically, you would make sure the avocado is ripe enough and you would spread it on the toast. And then you could put like salt and pepper on there, or like turmeric, cayenne pepper for a little bit of spice, basil, really anything you want, or you could just do salt and pepper, or you could do nothing. Avocado toast is delicious. An acai bowl. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of like a smoothie, but it's thick and it's in a bowl, and you eat it with a spoon, and then you put toppings on there, and you can get it at some cafes. Um, Toppings include like nuts or fruit or granola, stuff like that. Um, or you could do, oh, like a peanut butter banana sandwich, and you could put like cinnamon and agave on there. All right, that's breakfast. Now for lunch. Okay, a veggie sandwich on either, well, for bread, I recommend either Ezekiel bread or Dave's Killer bread. The green package of Dave's Killer bread is vegan. I didn't see any animal products when I looked on the ingredient list, and Dave's Killer bread is my favorite bread, and it's so delicious. So I recommend that. So what I recommend for the vegetable sandwich: ahead of time, you can bake slices of eggplant, sweet potato, zucchini, mushroom, etc. And then add tomato, cucumber, hummus. Instead of mayonnaise, let's say on the bread slice, you put hummus, alfalfa sprouts, um, and then you could just crack some black pepper on there. and really put anything on there that you want. It's delicious. I made one the other day. Okay, so you can make a gigantic salad. Excuse me. And besides the spinach or kale and vegetables, you can add some nuts. You could add some beans, especially chickpeas. That's great for salad. You could add tofu. You could put seeds. And then I love to use hummus and lemon juice as a dressing and put some black pepper. Or you could do olive oil and vinegar. Kale salad. I have a specific recipe for kale salad that I love. Basically, it's just kale and then olive oil, lemon juice, soy sauce, black pepper, minced ginger, minced garlic. That's it. And chia seeds. That's it. So good. And like mix it all up so that all of the kale is coated with that oil. Oh my god, so good. Um, okay, peanut butter and jelly, um, vegetable sushi, and Amy's. If you never heard of Amy's brand, they have TV dinners and soups, and just check the ingredients because I think they make some things that are vegetarian and not vegan. So when you go to read the ingredients, right before it actually lists the ingredients, it'll say in parentheses vegan. So their soups and TV dinners are delicious, and they also have a frozen burrito that's vegan. It's like an Indian style. So good. Here's some snack ideas: applesauce, apple and peanut butter, banana and peanut butter, Cliff Bar, um, acai juice from Sambazon. That's the brand Sambazon. Veggies with hummus, like dip vegetables in hummus. Vegan frozen burritos, nuts, especially almonds and walnuts. Those ones are very healthy. And then for dinner, lentil soup. So you can open up canned lentils and you can add some vegetables in there. You could do a homemade vegetable soup, use vegetable broth. You could throw some quinoa in there, or you can just like wait till the end and then when you eat the soup, I was like, do you eat soup or drink soup? Probably eat it. So you could have quinoa or rice or pasta made separately, and you could always just fix yourself a bowl where you put the starch on the bottom and then pour soup on top of it. Or you could probably just cook it in there. It doesn't matter. That's what's awesome about soup. It's so easy. So you would, yeah, just throw a bunch of vegetables mixed with water and vegetable broth, or just vegetable broth, or just water. And you just let it cook for a really long time, and the vegetables kind of like, I guess they give off this outer layer where it makes the soup thicker. I don't really understand the science of it, but I've seen it and it's really cool. Like the let's say you put potatoes in there, the starch from the potatoes make the soup thicker, and then the potatoes are really soft. It's cool. Okay, rice and beans, and then add like avocado and tomato with it, and then you could do like salt and pepper with it. Just be careful with salt. I know I've mentioned salt a lot, and that's because when I eat like this, I don't have that much sodium because I'm not eating like fried chicken, which would probably have a lot of sodium. Um, we as humans do need some sodium. So if you're not getting it from outside sources, it's okay to add a little bit of salt if you're cooking or like to have avocados with salt because it's delicious. And when I say rice and beans, I'm picturing brown rice and black beans, but you could totally do quinoa instead of rice, and you could do any kind of beans. But when basically, if you're gonna have potatoes or bread or rice or pasta or anything like that, I would recommend doing brown rice instead of white rice. Um, Veggie pasta or whole wheat pasta instead of white, and like multigrain or whole grain bread instead of white bread. So, oh, and sweet potatoes instead of white potatoes. So those are some suggestions because they have more nutrients than the white and they will sustain you for longer. Okay, stir fry. I love making stir fries for my vegan meals because you can just throw any vegetables in there. And so you'd start off with minced garlic, and you could do ginger, and then chopped onions, and saute that first, and then throw in the vegetables, and then keep stirring that, and then eventually add some kind of sauce. You could do soy sauce, olive oil, lemon juice, stuff like that. And then you could add some spices like basil, um, black pepper, turmeric, whatever you want, and I guess curry, but if you're going to do that, maybe look up a specific recipe that has curry because it's so overpowering. And then at the end, you could throw in some spinach or kale. So stir fries are freaking awesome. Veggie bake. Okay, so I love this. I basically cut up a bunch of vegetables and put them on a cookie sheet. I put like foil down on the cookie sheet, and then I drizzle the vegetables with olive oil and put some salt and pepper on there. And um basically that's it. And then I bake it at a really high heat, like 415 or something. Um and put it on the top rack, and just check it after 10 minutes and maybe like stir it around, but altogether it'll probably be in there for like 20 minutes or so. And it's just so delicious. So you could either make it with kale, or what I like to do is either throw kale on at the end because it cooks faster than the other vegetables. Or you could do the kale separately, but you do it the exact same way, and then you could eventually mix it all together, whatever you want. But oh my god, that's like one of my favorite things to make, is basically like baking vegetables on a cookie sheet in the oven. It's so good. And it's so simple. Like pretty much all you need is olive oil, salt, and pepper. Um, Another idea is, I'm almost done, I promise. Another idea is you make spaghetti squash, and then you could do like marinara sauce and vegetables, including eggplant, because that's really good in there. And you eat those things inside of the um, spaghetti squash, almost like it's a boat, or like use it as a bowl. And then when you eat it, you like fork out the spaghetti squash with the other vegetables, and it's almost like as if it's spaghetti, because you know how a lot of people have spaghetti with red sauce. So that's cute. And then my last thing that I've written down is 15 bean soup. So just like bean salad, you could just put like a bunch of beans together. And yeah, that stuff's awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my suggestions. And I really hope this helps. And just, I guess, bear with my quirks. I feel like this was one of my weirdest videos. I don't know. I did like 3 takes, and I'm kind of tired right now, but I just really wanted to get all this out because I'm so excited that I finally went vegan. And that's pretty much it. So I feel empowered because being healthy and doing good things for my body, and hopefully you are well on your way. And I'm proud of you for even trying. Even just the fact that you watched this video, whether you were planning on, like, let's say if you weren't planning on going vegan but you watched this video, then maybe I convinced you somehow, and that would be awesome because it would be cool if everyone was vegan. And if you already wanted to go vegan, then hopefully I didn't convince you not to. But yeah, so if you have any questions, let me know. But do your research. Bye. Thanks for watching.